Welcome to Greater Good Radio Hawaii, where leaders inspire leaders. Greater Good Radio Hawaii is dedicated to social entrepreneurship. I'm your host, Evan Leong, and with me is my co-host, Carrie Leong.
Mahalo, Evan. Today's guest is Brigadier General Steven Hummer, Commanding General of the Marine Corps Base Hawaii. In his military career, General Hummer has received more than a dozen awards, including the Defense Superior Service Medal, Bronze Star, Combat Action Ribbon, and Military Outstanding Volunteer Service Medal. Please welcome to Greater Good Radio, Brigadier General Steven Hummer. Welcome to our show, General.
Thanks. Thanks so much for having me.
Could you explain to us what a Brigadier General does in the military?
This is a rank of which we have 40 in the United States Marine Corps, and they do various things from being the commanding generals for bases. They're on high-level staffs everywhere from the Pentagon to the service staff of the United States Marine Corps. They're on joint staffs. PACOM has one brigadier general. So they're scattered throughout the world in various staffs and various commands where the Marine Corps has decided that they need them.
How do you actually become a general? For those of us who are not familiar with, military and so on.
Yeah, there's really no recipe book for becoming a general. I think it's something that if you ask any general officer if when he was a major, lieutenant colonel, whatever, that he was going to be a general officer, he would probably say no. It's not something that you set your sights on. It varies for different services as to what they set their goals as. Quite honestly, I would have been happy to stay a captain and a company commander and working very closely with the Marines. But over the years, every day, every week, every month, you kind of follow your passion. You enjoy what you're doing. You feel it's fulfilling. And then when it comes time to get promoted, you're lucky enough. People look at your records. They have a board, and they decide that you're one of the guys that they want to advance.
Are you able to explain to us the path that you took from when you first entered into the military, the path and how you knew that being in the military was the lifestyle that you wanted to do?
Sure. My father had a lot to do with that. My father was a Marine during World War II. He was wounded in the Battle of Okinawa. He got out of the Marine Corps on a medical discharge and went to college on the GI Bill. He went to seminary and became a civilian minister and was a minister in Pennsylvania for 17 years. When he was around 42, and I think I was around 14, he decided that he wanted to get back with the Marines. The Marine Corps does not have Marine Corps chaplains or doctors or corpsmen, medics. They all come from the Navy. So he joined the Navy as a chaplain to get with the Marines. That had a great influence on me. As well, his first duty station was in Corpus Christi, Texas, at the Naval Air Station Hospital. And during that time, this is 1967, Marines and sailors were being brought back from Vietnam. So he ministered to them there in the Naval Station Hospital. I would also go over as I think I was a sophomore in high school, and visit with the Marines and the sailors. I'd help with their therapy. I would spend time in the pool with them. They'd take them in a swimming pool to go through various therapeutic exercises, help them work on hobbies, things like that. And just associating with these Marines that came back from Vietnam left a big impact on me. So I knew that I was going to become a Marine. Not quite sure how, not quite sure to what level, but I knew that I was going to do that. When it came time to graduate from high school, I joined the Marine Corps as an enlisted man. So I went through boot camp and spent several years in the Marine Corps and made sergeant. I got out, I went to college, and got commissioned as a lieutenant, and then followed through with my career since that time to where I am now.
Why did your father decide to go back into the armed services after being out for that period of time?
I would surmise that he wanted to get back with the Marines, and the Marines have a certain camaraderie that it's great to belong to. So I think that was probably it. And as a Navy chaplain, he also saw that here was a great population, relatively young population, that he could minister to. And I guess he felt that calling strong enough to be able to come in at that age in his life.
Thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned for more on Greater Good Radio.